Alright, Shalom. I want to start by saying Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai. Call Halal Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahweh Shai, Mashina Kabashalak Yayam, Shalom Makasala Habakiyor. Alright, basically just coming in, about to do a quick little lesson. Alright, with this video right here you're seeing. Alright, going into the this G20 Summit, alright, that Donald Trump is attending over there in Germany, all right, and how about how you know the people, you know, they're in uproars, all right, it's a sedition going on over there, all right, and so on and so forth, man. So Lord willing, this be an edifying lesson right here. Shalom.
A Fox News alert, and the protesters are taking to the streets in Hamburg, Germany right now. These pictures just into us, coming in live.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 9, verse 3. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world," and that's what's going on right now in Hamburg, Germany, man. All right, amidst this G20, all right, summit that's taking place in Germany, man. All right, the president Donald Trump, he just met with the president of Germany. I believe their name is Merkel or something like that, and tomorrow he you know, plans on meeting with the Russian president Vladimir Putin, man. All right, and those people over there in Germany, man, they're in an uproar all because of what Donald Trump, man. But ultimately, it's the Heavenly Father, Yahweh Shai, putting the Spirit on them, man. It says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning," man. All right, so now let's go to Matthew's. All right, chapter 24, verse 7. It said, "For nation shall rise against nation," and that's what's going on, man. America's a nation as well as Germany, man. All right, and they're rising against each other, man. All right, because those people over there, those protesters, man, they're anti-globalist protesters, man. All right, it says, "And there shall be famines and pestilence and earthquakes in diverse places. All these are the beginning of sorrows," man. So when you see uproars of the people protesting on a large scale, all right, that's just the beginning. That's just the tip of the iceberg, man. All right.
Basically, anti-globalization forces, as we understand it, are protesting the G20 Summit in Hamburg, Germany.
Globalist protesters, all right. So I went on to Google, just a regular definition search, all right, for the word globalism. It says the operation or planning of economic and foreign policy on a global basis. All right, so basically that's what these is, you know, the puppet masters at the end of the day, the IMF, the International Monetary Fund, all right, and the quote unquote 189 different countries, all right, that makes up the quote unquote IMF, all right, they're the actual globalists, all right, which are a bunch of wicked fucking Edomite men, all right, like the TV series with Pinky and the Brain, man, all right, that's everything. Every time that the brain, you know, is to try to take over the world every day, man, and that's the same with these Edomites, man. All right, so they trying to push their foreign policy, their Western philosophy, their Western policy, all right, on all these other nations, man. All right, and I'm gonna go down to another one. It says globalism is a group of ideologies that advocate the concept of globalization. It tends to advocate for such policies as increases in immigration, interventionism, and global governance. All right, so ultimately that's what it's gonna be. All right, they want it to be a global governance, man. All right, where you have these Edomites behind the scene, and they're the ones who basically pulling the strings, all right, and they govern the world, all right, through their military, all right, through the beast, NATO and the EU, man, all right, okay.
A Fox News alert, and the protesters are taking to the streets in Hamburg, Germany right now. These pictures just into us, coming in live as protesters there, basically anti-globalization forces, as we understand it, are protesting the G20 Summit in Hamburg, Germany. Some tear gas is being employed. You can see kind of the anti-personnel armored vehicles there, and there's some of the tear gas that seems to be wafting through the crowds. Obviously, a tense time in Hamburg as the leaders of the top 20 economies of the world have gathered there to talk about the world economic situation and, try to make things better for all of us.
All right, and that's how you know these people are simple, man. They really believe that these super elites, man, these people behind the scene is trying to make things better for all of them, man. All right? At the end of the day, they want to make stuff better for themselves, man. They want to put everybody that's upon the face of the earth back into slavery, back into hardcore bondage, man. All right? All you got to do is go down to Georgia, man. In some hick country-ass town in Georgia, they got the Georgia Guidestones, where they plan on depopulating the earth, man, from 7.5 billion people to 500 million. In order to do that, man, you would have to assassinate, all right, on a massive level, all right, approximately 7 billion people, man. Okay? So how could you think that they want to make everything better for everybody, man? All right? And at the end of the day, when they come together in those councils, man, what are they doing? They're doing it to what? To propagate, all right, and push their propaganda to keep, the Hebrew Israelites quiet, man. Matter of fact, because that's all that G20 shit is, man. All right, G20, man. This is Psalms chapter 83, verse 2. It said, "For lo, thy enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee lift up the head," man. They that hate us, man, they lifting up the head, man. Starting with the so-called white man, being that they proud against the Israelites, man. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people and consulted against thy hidden ones, man. So that's what they doing, man, in that G20 Summit, man. They taking crafty counsel against the nation of Israel, man, and consulting against the hidden ones. It says they have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation." That's what they doing in those G20 summits, man. All right, they want to cut us off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance, man. They don't want nobody to remember who the nation of Israel is. They don't even want the nation of Israel to remember who the nation of Israel is, man. All right. So if you believe that these people of the top 20 economies really want to make this world a better place, all right, for you and your little fucking Edomite children, man, you got your head stuck up your ass.
And throwing rocks and bottles at police officers and so forth. This has been happening, well, for the better part of a decade or so. If you recall what happened when the World Trade Organization came to Seattle, I believe it was. We see this kind of thing time and time again.
Yeah, very often you can see an anarchist strain at some of these protests, and clearly the authorities there were ready for this. They did anticipate protests and were ready to respond if, in fact, there were some. So this is no surprise, as John, you mentioned, this happens at other big events. And we'll be following this as it develops.
Supposedly 100,000 protesters. We'll keep an eye on it. Back in just a minute.
All right, this is 2nd Esdras, chapter 15, verse 16. It said, "For there shall be sedition among men." And that's what's going on today, man, in Hamburg, Germany, man. It's sedition amongst men, man. All right, you go into that word, just a regular Google definition search. It says sedition, conduct or speech inciting people to rebel against the authority of a state or a monarch, man. So that's what's going on over there in Hamburg, Germany, man. And the conduct and speech that's inciting the people to rebel is that G20 summit, man. That's inciting the people to rebel against the authority or state or monarch, man. All right, they rebelling against this. This globalism, man. All right, the globalization, the globalists. All right, this new world order, this whole new world governance, man. All right, it says, "And for there shall be sedition among men, and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes." All right, and over there in Hamburg, Germany, they're not regarding their king. They're not regarding their top government officials. They're not regarding their president. All right. Who was basically having a meeting with Donald Trump over there in Germany. All right. It says, "And the course of their actions shall stand in their power." All right. So basically, man, the scripture said in Matthew the 24th chapter, All right, I believe the 8th verse that said this is the beginning of sorrows, man. And it's just the beginning of things, man. It's just the tip of the iceberg, man. And Most High, he about to get everything rolling. All right, hey, we almost out of here, man. You know we got to pay attention to the signs and the times, man. And this is a part of that, man. All right, I have a TV in my room, but hey, I keep it on CNN 24/7, man. All right, and that's why I always, you know, the Most High put the spirit on me. I see something, I say something. They like Esau, they want people to do, man, when they see a quote unquote something bad happening, motherfucker getting robbed, a suspicious character in the neighborhood. All right, he said, you see something, say something, man. So when I see these things, I say something through the spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Shai, man. With that, man, I give all glory, honor, and praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, whom I worship. Double honors to the apostles and elders, a great millstone who rule well. Peace and salutation and blessing to the Akim, pushing this word in truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. And I just looked up G20 on the Google search. It said the G20 or G20 or Group of 20 is an international forum for the governments, be quiet, and central bank governors from 20 major economies, founded in 1999. All right. It says the G20 aims to discuss policy issues pertaining to the promotion of international financial stability, man. So that's going into what? The one world order, right? With the elites promoting that the international financial stability would be what? By making the RFID microchip mandatory, all right, for everybody, for every government, all right, every economy, every society. It says it seeks to address issues that go beyond the responsibilities of any one organization. The G20 heads of government or heads of state have periodically conferred at summits since their initial meeting in 2008. And the group also hosts separate meetings of finance ministers and central bank governors, man. All right. And this is a list of the countries that are involved, man. Argentina, Australia, Brazil, Canada, China, France, Germany, India, Indonesia, Italy, Japan, South Korea. And most of these people on this sign right here are allies to the so-called white men. All right, these Edomites, the American people, quote unquote. Italy, Japan, South Korea, Mexico, Russia, Saudi Arabia. All right, South Africa. All right, and that's Ezekiel the 38th chapter, man, because Vladimir Putin is a part of this G20, man. And the Most High gonna put hooks in thy jaws, man, and turn them back, man. Turkey, United Kingdom, United States, European Union, man, so on and so forth, man. All right, so this is what the G20 basically consists of, man. All right,